No one could have predicted how much the movie-going experience would change over the next few months as theaters around the world closed. Many films shifted to streaming-only release strategy, and blockbusters were pushed back a year or two in the aftermath of the pandemic. In today's video, we're going to give you the inside scoop on the best movies released online this year that you totally missed. Psycho Goreman. This utterly bonkers horror B-movie, which also happens to be really funny and kind of sweet at the same time, is unquestionably this year's unexpected gem. It follows the annoying little character of Mimi, played by Nita Josie Hanna, who mercilessly bullies her brother, Luke, played by Owen Muir. After defeating her brother in a game, Luke's punishment is to dig his own grave, but instead the pair discovers an artifact that turns out to be the key to controlling a universal evil imprisoned on Earth for attempting to destroy the galaxy. Mimi then names him Psycho Goreman and makes him hang out with their friends and family, even though his intentions is to bathe in their blood as soon as he's free. Psycho Goreman, directed by Steven Konstanski, is a perfect blend of brutal slang and hardcore gore, a cosmic plotline involving an alien council, and a wholesome family comedy. A pleasant surprise. Truly, check it out. Judas and Black Messiah. It's very tough to think of another recent film as enthralling as this Oscar-baiting historical drama about the murder of Black Panther chairman Fred Hampton, played superbly by Daniel Kaluuya, and FBI informant, played by Lakeith Stanfield, who eventually led the killers to his front door. Shaka King's film is both radical in tone and tense in execution. Judas and the Black Messiah avoids the sentimentality that can often be found in true stories, thanks to Stanfield's deft performance as a man who gradually realizes the dangers of his lack of political knowledge. The White Tiger. With its initial release falling right in the middle of Oscar season, when attention was focused on a slew of other films, it's only fair to highlight The White Tiger. This Netflix film received a Best Adapted Screenplay nomination at the 93rd Academy Awards, but aside from that notable Oscar nod, this film has largely gone unnoticed. However, as it has been compared to beloved films such as Joker and Parasite, it's a film that deserves to be seen. The White Tiger, adapted and directed by Ramin Bahrani, follows the young Balaram as he attempts to navigate India's brutal class system. His lower class origins, on the other hand, shape the world around him as he attempts to climb the capitalist ladder, a ladder that can only lead to worse places. The White Tiger, with its exacting eye, lush visuals, and brilliant social commentary, is a film worth seeking out among Netflix's vast array of feature film options. Cruella. In this vibrant London-set comedy, Emma Stone plays a punk rock designer in the mold of Vivienne Westwood, which is ostensibly a prequel to 101 Dalmatians. However, if you take it as a standalone, you'll have a lot more fun, believe me. Estella, a rising fashionista, impresses one of the industry's leading designers, the Baroness, played by Emma Thompson, and lands a coveted position at her world-famous fashion house. But when Estella discovers a dark secret about her own past, she transforms into the outrageous alter ego Cruella in order to destroy the Baroness by outfashioning her at every turn. Cruella is a high-energy spectacle packed with banging tunes and great dresses, but it's the sparring of the two Emmas that brings the real electricity. Forget about any future she might have as a puppy killer. Cruella is a legend in her own film. Pig. Is it true that some people walked into a Pig screening expecting to see a Nicolas Cage ripoff of John Wick? I'd like to think so, and I'd also like to imagine what they said to each other afterwards. To be sure, Michael Sarnowski's Pig appears to be in that ballpark on paper. When ruffians steal his beloved truffle pig, Cage plays a hermit living in self-exile from his past life. In response, he descends from the mountain, eager to resume his old ways. However, it becomes clear that this is a sophisticated, nuanced allegory about grief and self-identity when you realize that his old ways include being the best chef in his state, and that re-engagement entails participating in a fight club that is far more pitiful than it sounds and simply cooking gourmet meals. Pig is a gentle and revelatory experience that slowly unpacks its brilliance piece by piece, led by Cage's best performance in a long time. Those who come expecting fast food will most likely be disappointed. For everyone else, it's a lavish 5-course meal. Bon appetit. A Quiet Place 2. A Quiet Place Part 2, the sequel to the 2018 smash hit horror film, reintroduces Emily Blunt while she fights hard to keep her family alive in a world where creatures that hunt by listening lurk everywhere. Cillian Murphy, Noah Jupe, and Millicent Simmons also appear in the film, and John Krasinski returns as writer and director. A Quiet Place Part 2 retains the horror of its predecessor, but begins to ask the questions that post-apocalyptic entertainment frequently asks best. How does a culture rebuild itself in the aftermath of earth-shattering disasters and unspeakable loss? Is it possible for a society to find a new and better way to live? Or will we simply revert to our old ways? That question could not be more pertinent in this strange period of reemergence and in the first big theatrical hit of 2021, Concrete Cowboy. 7 horses live in a stable on Philadelphia's Fletcher Street, tended by a group of enthusiasts who want to preserve a century-long tradition of black urban cowboys. The fictional film Concrete Cowboy is based on Gene Aries' award-winning 2011 YA novel Ghetto Cowboy, which features the real Fletcher Street cowboys, the horses they love, and the challenges they face. The plot revolves around Cole, played by Caleb McLaughlin from Stranger Things, a teen who is sent to live with his father, Hart, played by Idris Elba, who is one of those cowboys. The screenplay for Concrete Cowboy is clunky at times, but with strong performances and direction, it creates an authentic portrait of a history worth remembering. Billie Eilish, The World's a Little Blurry. There have been numerous documentaries over the years that have followed the lives of the wealthy and famous, particularly recording artists and legendary musicians that we all know and love. These films often range from incisive, introspective looks inside an artist's world to puff-filled PR to boost an artist's ego. Thankfully, Billie Eilish, The World's a Little Blurry falls primarily into the former category, offering audiences a detailed and sometimes dark view into the world of this insane performer and the physical, mental, and emotional strain it takes to become one of the world's leading pop stars. The World's a Little Blurry, directed intimately and artistically by RJ Cutler, follows the tireless songwriter process of Billie's debut album, which sent her all the way to her Grammy Award sweep with various features in festivals, intimate recording sessions, and very personal moments with her family and her own struggles with depression. Eilish comes across as a wonderful, personable figure with little desire for celebrity glam and a laser-like focus on her songwriting and creative output. It's an epic and humanizing film that gives us a wondrous and intimate look at a world that can sometimes seem so far away. F9. Is F9 the best blockbuster of all time? Well, no. Is it absolutely flawless? You betcha. The latest larger-than-life installment in the Fast and Furious franchise focuses on Dom, of course Vin Diesel, and his long-lost brother, Jacob, played by John Cena. However, while the Fast and Furious franchise has always been about family, it's now even more about supercars and death-defying stunts, and F9 is no exception. The film has everything involved into something sublime by the third act. Do it. Watch F9. Do it for family. Sane Mod. If you ever needed a horror film to put your faith to the test, Sane Mod is here to deliver one of the most concise and beautifully crafted pieces of dramatic horror in recent memory. Maud, a young woman who works as a palliative care nurse for the elderly and infirm, has converted to Roman Catholicism and believes she hears God's voice coursing through her whenever she does something he likes. In Maud's opinion, her new patient, Amanda, a former dancer suffering from stage 4 lymphoma, is more concerned with dressing up for fancy evenings with friends than saving her soul while she still has time. Barb and Star go to Vista Del Mar. Kristen Wiig and Annie Mumolo's long-awaited sequel to their Oscar-nominated smash Bridesmaids takes the same kernel of female friendship's power and explodes it into a crazy, funny adventure which follows 2 middle-aged women, the titular characters played by Wiig and Mumolo themselves, on their dream vacation. Whereas Bridesmaids reveled in its improv-style comedic trappings, Barb and Star feels like a Muppets movie in which all the Muppets have been replaced by humans. It's a bright and shining piece of absurdist insanity, complete with talking animals, evil villains, and Jamie Dornan singing a tragic love song to a flock of seagulls. Doesn't sound that bad. And it's not. It's a film that will have you grinning from ear to ear, and you'll never look at culettes the same way again. And there you go. Everything you need to know about some of the best movies that have been released this year that you might have missed. Let us know what you thought about our list. Which one takes the cake? And did we miss any other greats? Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll catch you on the next one.